Hey everybody, XFL Jim here to give you the preview for the Houston Roughnecks. That's right, we're taking a look at the team of Houston, the number one team from 2020. So XFL Jim in the past or in the other timeline has told me. Let's take a look at this team, break them down, figure out what I like, what I don't like about them. So starting off, head coach Wade Phillips. Holy cow, this guy has a wealth of knowledge, so much experience. He's been there and done it all. This guy, he's good. He's got a good defensive mind. And to help that defensive mind, he brought in offensive coordinator A.J. Smith, the former OC of the Roughnecks, back in 2020. He knows the run and shoot. His offense is going to be tricksy, people. This offense is going to be pretty dang interesting. They got Brian Stewart as defensive coordinator. He's good with the DBs. I think it helps the team with the pass defense. This team is going to be pretty darn good at defending the pass, as I will get into. I think this is a pretty great coaching staff, all things considered. Moving into the quarterbacks, Brandon Silvers, the potential king. Caleb Ellaby, not to be slept on. The guy's pretty darn accurate, pretty athletic. And then my presumptive starter for the Roughnecks, Cole McDonald. He might have the largest variance of any quarterback in the entire league. He is the definition of just throw it up there and pray. The guy will throw any pass into any coverage, and he is maybe the most exciting quarterback to watch for that reason. I remember loving watching Cole McDonald at Hawaii. Late nights, drunk, high off of paint, and he would just be throwing bombs left and right. And they team him up with Cedric Byrd. The main reason I think he's going to be the starter is because they drafted a guy like Byrd to team up with McDonald. They're kind of reuniting those two to a bang-bang situation. I remember in 2020, you had P.J. Walker to Cam Phillips as the number one quarterback to receiver duo in the league. I think you could see something similar with Cole McDonald and Cedric Byrd. It's going to be the running back situation. You got Max Borghi. I think he's going to be the main back because he's used to operating an air raid style offense, so he's used to being a pass catching back, and I think that's what this team's going to do. I don't expect a ton of running out of the Roughnecks. I know Wade Phillips is really probably going to want to run the ball being a defensive guy, but I don't know, man. If he just lets A.J. Smith run the offense and lets Cole McDonald cook, this offense could be incredible. Guys like Kirkland, Burnett, there's a lot of potential here. I think Cedric Byrd's going to be the main guy. I think everyone knows that he's going to be the main guy. This is going to be a fun, flashy offense, or it's going to be a tire fire. And either way, it will be entertaining. Tight end, they really only have Garrett Owens for tight end. So he's athletic. He played running back in college. This is going to be a coin flip. The biggest gamble on offense is going to be in Houston. Offensive line. I like the core. I'm worried about the start of the season, kind of how these guys all mesh together. The run and shoot's an easy offense to kind of get the hang of. It's reportedly easy to block for, so maybe they're going to be off to a nice start, but the offensive line gelling together is going to be what makes or breaks this offense. I think everything comes to these guys. Whether Cole McDonald plays good or bad is on these guys. I don't give a fuck what anyone else says. It's on this offensive line. Moving over to the defense, I think they got a good group up front. I think guys like Daka, Qualls, Rivers, Brewer, they're going to have a solid-ass defensive line. They're going to have some big bodies that get in the way with a decent enough pass rush. The linebackers, it's a question mark for me for the Roughnecks. I don't know how these guys are going to situate, but I think they're going to be at the very least like a C+. Like, they're going to be average at worst. And I think that's really all you need. You don't need a great defense to go with the style of offense they're going to want to play. For the DBs, I think there's a couple studs on here. I love Riley Texada. I like Will Likely. I think they're going to be a boom or bust defense. I think they're going to be the kind of guys you see where they go for picks so often. If they don't get them, you're going to see some big shootouty type of games that they might not win. But if they get them, man, you could see some blowouts. The Roughnecks are very poised, if the defense comes together, to be a big blowouty sort of team. Special teams, not impressed, honestly. Duplessis is pretty good. He's a decent enough kicker, and Porter's a fine punter, but I would have liked to see a little bit more flash. But honestly, this offense isn't going to want to be getting off the field anytime soon. I wouldn't be surprised if they just said screw it and went for on fourth down more often than not. I would love to see it. If you just embrace the full Cole McDonald experience and just go for it on a bunch of fourth downs and just gamble all the time, the Roughnecks could end up being my favorite team just because they're going to be extremely, extremely entertaining to watch. That's my main takeaway is the thing. They could be the worst team, they could be the best team, but damn it, they're going to be entertaining week in and week out. And isn't that what spring football is all about?